di ba nag-purge ako? Nag-purge ako kasi I got a death threat. I got a death threat kasi nung...
Ang daming pasabog ng episode na to. Welcome to Hapagkwentuhan, where food and life intersects. I'm Ka.
I'm Billy.
I'm Pami.
Simulan nyo ng maghain dahil ang pagkain natin ngayon ay sisig.
Yay!
Okay, sandok na.
Sandok agad.
Okay, we currently have two different kinds of sisig. One is from Manam, and then the other one is from Aling Lusing. So, bago tayo mag-umpisa ng kwentuhan, tikman muna natin kasi kanina pa ako takam na takam.
May advantage pala ako, tignan mo.
Yan nga yung advantage.
We've come so far from the lumpiang Shanghai unboxing.
If you remember, our first episode, the lumpia was on a stool. Tapos we only had the box from Amber's na hindi pa natin pinlate.
Oh.
But today, we have a De La Paz heirloom heirloom sizzling plate.
Okay, may takeaway na po kami. May take-out na po kami. Salamat sa pakikinig. Thank you to our production partner, Found Studios. Tsaka nakakatawa, ito yung episode na hindi pa nagsa-start yung discussion. Makikita nila sa cut. Ubus na yung food. Ayan, so now that we're done eating, let's focus first on the sisig that we had. We had two different sisigs eh. One is from Manam, the other is from Aling Lusing. Can you describe the difference? Pami, can you share the difference between them?
Okay. Manam is crispy, bright. For Aling Lusing, soft, mataba. I guess. Okay, I'm not a super sisig fan.
It's
so,
okay. Just describe it the way that you had it. Parang how would you describe them?
Soft.
Mm-mm.
Hard.
Soft and crispy.
Soft and hard.
Parang Kinder.
Okay, kids.
Okay,
Soft.
Manam, hard.
Oo.
Aling Lusing, soft.
Maybe we should have tried it separately, no?
I think that's a good idea that we tried it together. Kasi they worked well.
So our discovery is that if you put it together, it tastes good together.
Yes. Kasi the contrast of the texture works well. I'm not sure what part they used for the manam, pero parang it's almost like bagnet nga, as I mentioned. Very, very crispy talaga siya. Versus the Aling Lusing, this is I think pig face and ears, kaya mas soft, gelatinous, but also there's the contrast of parang the cartilage once in a while. Different preparations also. I think the manam is fried versus the Aling Lusing, which is grilled before you refry it. Kasi we got this, wala kami sa Pampanga, so we got the frozen version of it.
Do you know the history of sisig?
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah, can you
So,
please share it? Because I have no idea.
First of all, we're talking about sisig today because sisig is considered as parang one of the highly debated foods when it comes to authenticity. Laging may debate, di ba? Parang totoo bang sisig yan? Tapos parang may galit ng mga Kapampangan. Parang, may mayonnaise, hindi yan sisig. Something
Parang
like
lagi
that.
na lang yung mga topics natin. Galing hometown ni Billy.
Well,
Kamampangan.
siguro may bias sa grupong to.
Oo nga.
Hindi ako yung namimili ng topic, ha?
Pero I think to talk about the authenticity, I'd like us to dive into the origins of sisig, why it's so controversial. And this is a long discussion, but it's very interesting. So please bear with me as I geek out on the sisig. Kapag pinag-usapan kasi natin yung history of sisig, parang dalawa siya eh. We can talk about the history of sisig as a name versus the sisig that we know of right now. So the word sisig is something that existed in the 1730s pa. So the claim to fame ng mga Kapampangan why sisig is theirs is because in a Kapampangan Spanish dictionary back in 1732, nag-exist yung word na sising. Hindi pa siya sisig, sising. Tapos it's actually a salad. It's either a green salad or a guava that you eat with chilies. So, yun yung
Sising the
sising.
salad.
Yes. But then, may nag-contest na parang hindi yan exclusive sa mga Kapampangan. In 1754, the sisig term existed naman in the Tagalog Spanish dictionary. Pero, almost the same description siya. It is a brine, fruits put in vinegar. So, pareho silang hindi pa rin karne. Yung isa, salad, which is medyo fruit pa rin kasi guava. The other one is just brine and the fruit put in a vinegar. Yun yung first history of it. Bago nag-exist yung sisig ni Aling Lusing, Actually, I wanted to check it. May concept ba kayo of where sisig comes from? Parang anong original sisig?
Ayan, Aling Lusing.
Oo, di ba? Parang what we know of is si Aling Lusing ang original sisig. But
I didn't even know about
Ah,
Aling Lusing
as a
until
non-sisig.
hanggang nag-order lang tayo.
There is a parang general consensus among a lot of majority that Aling Lusing is the original inventor of sisig. Pero meron silang tinatawag na sisig matwa or sisig matanda in Kapampangan. Specifically in San Fernando, it existed in the 1930s to 1950s. The way it's cooked is cut-boiled pig, kilo babi yung mas local term nila doon. Lalagyan mo ng minced onion, ng cucumber, tas soaked in vinegar.
Parang
So
kinilaw.
parang kinilaw, pero parang kilawin kasi na-boil na yung...
Ay, sorry. Kilawin.
Parang kilawin.
Nag-lesson na tayo dun. Magagalit
Oo nga
na
pala.
yung teacher natin.
Kinilaw if it's cooked prior to vinegar. Okay.
Tapos,
Kilawin pala.
in 1970s, that's when the Aling Lusing sisig happened. It was an accident. Yung mga extra na parts ng baboy, I think may exist noon during the time in the 1970s kasi maraming Amerikano dun sa area na yon. Tapos, I think he grilled the face and the ears. Tapos, tsaka niya chinop-chop. Tapos, yun yung nagustuhan ng mga tao. So, yung original recipe niya was grilled pig ears. Tapos, lalagyan mo ng brains or ng liver. Kaya siya mas ganyan. Tapos, kiniklaim nila na that's the first sisig. But then back then, hindi pa siya nasa sizzling plate. There is another guy who put it in the sizzling plate. His name is Benedicto Pamintuan. So, my
We know
concept...
him.
We don't know him, but he's also from Pampanga. Yung controversial thing about it is, if they claim that Aling Lusing is the original, how does it make it Kapampangan kung galing Tarlac si Aling Lusing? Kasi taga-Tarlac si Aling Lusing.
Taga-Tarlac pala siya. Eh, bakit siya based sa Pampanga?
Well, I think doon yata yung business niya. May existing na siyang eatery eh.
Or yung asawa ba niya?
Yan ang hindi ko sure.
Kailangan natin i-research kung
Kailangan
paano siya
natin i-research. Tapos parang for those who don't know, very ironic yung life ni Aling Lusing.
Kilala mo si Aling Lusing?
Hindi, kasi nakasulat yun sa...
siya.
Alam mo,
Oo.
di ba sa restaurant, may standee yung mga history of the restaurant. Yung kanya nakasulat, and she was murdered on ganyan.
Really?
Yes, she was murdered. Chinop-chop siya.
What?
As
Yes.
in, they're proud about that. They put that in their restaurant tabletop. Chinap-chop siya.
Akala mo ikaw lang may plot twist, Pami, ha?
Sinisig si Aling Lusing.
Yes. That is the life story of Aling Lusing. Pero, to put an end to the debate kung ano ba ang authentic sisig, there is a documented original recipe for a sisig. Because in 2017, they passed Ordinance 405 series of 2017, which is sizzling sisig babi as an intangible cultural heritage of Angeles City. They claimed it as the best representation of the community and they recognize it as part of their heritage. So they started instructing people to add it to their curriculum na parang in their high school or in their culinary schools, the original recipe of a sisig should be taught. Tapos, if you are a restaurant or an eatery or a karinderya that's serving sisig that is not the original recipe, you must label it as novo or fusion. It is unlawful to declare na it's original if it's not.
Wild.
Yes.
Wait, so did Aling Lusing get credit for the original sisig?
Yes, she gets a lot of credit because the original recipe on the section 5 of the ordinance.
Napakahaba
Section
naman ng
5. This
ordinance
is how
na to.
it's supposed to be. It should be boiled and then grilled, which is chopped pig's ears or cheeks. So kapag prito, hindi siya counted. It should have chopped onions or shallots. It should have red hot chili peppers, vinegar and or calamunding juice, which is calamansi. Tapos salt and pepper, optional minced grilled chicken liver, and then it's served in a hot iron plate to make it sizzle. So that is the original sisig recipe.
So ito, by definition, si Manam, hindi siya original. Novo siya.
Oo, novo or fusion
Or
siya.
fusion kasi fried.
Yes.
Oh.
Same with those who add parang different parts of the pig na or they add
Belly.
mayonnaise, ganyan.
Okay.
So yung egg,
It's also not part of the original recipe. I think the egg is only added because it's hard to get brain or liver.
Yung pampalapot.
Pampalapot kasi siya.
Gets ko kasi, yun nga yung nalasahan ko here kay Aling Lusing, yung parang, yung liver na tinadtad.
Mm-mm.
Yun yung parang creamy. Yun yung
Yes.
nagpapa-cream. Kaya nila nilagyan ng mayonnaise.
Yes, yun din yung ano nila. Parang usually kasi mahirap din namang humanap ng kung ano man pampalapot. So, mayonnaise is also...
At saka mahirap
Spaghetti.
magtadtad ng liver, ha?
Yes.
Oo.
Tsaka mahirap magpakulo nun kasi
Oo.
parang may tamang level din ng pakulo
At saka
dun.
nagiging malansa siya pag hindi tama yung luto.
Correct.
So, gets ko ba't shortcut siya. Pero wow, ordinance.
Yes.
Wild.
I was so shocked. I did a lot of research dito tapos ang dami kong binasang articles kasi it was so fascinating to me na parang ganun kahaba yung history ng isang pagkain.
At kailangan gawan ng ordinance para
Oo.
maging
Oo
totoo.
nga eh. Parang, but I'm still shocked about Aling Lusing. I'm still...
Hindi ka pa nakaka-move
Oo,
on.
I'm still
I
reeling
think-
in.
I
He did
don't
not
know if
brief
I'm
me.
correct. Asawa niya nga ba?
Yung pumatay?
Oo.
Wait, I have to show Pami first the signage. It's so funny.
Did you know that sisig is a dish made with parts of pig's heads? She was brutally murdered and found with 10 stab wounds in 2008. Tapos bigla na lang, it is one of the national dishes of the Philippines.
Kaya naging meme. Kasi nga parang, ano yun?
Oo.
Ba't ganun?
Okay,
Ayan,
so...
that is the colorful history of sisig.
Bakit sa, yung sa NLEX na exit, nandun yung Pampangas best, pero bakit walang...
Walang
Aling
Aling
Lusing's
Lusing's best. I think kasi, parang may mga, rin siya may mga existing din siyang competitors na nagluluto rin naman ng authentic na sisig. I think kaya rin nila ginawang ordinance para lang din, parang mas open to everyone and mas tied into their heritage rather than a particular person lang.
Yung gusto ko sa Pampanga, sa Angeles na sisig ay from Milas.
Ah, yes, oo.
Yes.
Para siyang mas crispy. So, mas grilled pa.
Mm-mm.
Kaya may texture. Whereas si Aling Lusing ay medyo soft.
Asa kang Pampangan, baby?
I'm not that Kapampang. I know of my Kapampangan heritage, but I'm not that Kapampangan.
This is the episode where Billy gets canceled.
Yes, I will get canceled
Oh.
kasi hindi ako lumaki sa Pampanga. Pero, I mean, I'm Kapampangan enough na ang baon na pagkain sa burol sa amin ay tibok-tibok. So, wala akong thoughts.
Pero anong preference mo sa sisig?
Any,
as long as it's sisig.
Hindi ako parang, no, that's supposed to be the real thing. And I think it's because I am a mayonnaise fan
Ah, okay.
as a condiment.
Pami, what's your sisig preference?
Neither. I'm okay with both. But I
Ah.
prefer the manam sisig.
The
Just
crispy sisig.
Yeah, the crispy. Kasi I think yung nasa sizzling plate, parang medyo nakakaumay din siya. A little bit. Yung crispy kasi, I mean, nakakaumay din, pero dahil may crunch, I feel like there's something a bit more compared to yung pag medyo mas soft, chewy siya. It's harder to eat, especially pag lumalamig din. Diba?
Right.
It's
Kaya
better
gets ko
eaten talaga na
Kaya
hot.
gets ko na kailangan naka-sizzling plate siya. Like, to keep it talagang warm.
My preference for sisig is the Aling Lusing. But it's mostly because I enjoy eating food that tells a story. Ganun yung preference ko when eating something that I know has some level of a backstory to it.
May tanong nga yung manam dyan, kung baka naman may backstory yung how sisig nila.
Oo, baka may
Oo
backstory
nga.
yung manam. Pero,
Maybe there's an interview out there or Manam, maybe you can tell us why you
Oo.
decided to
what's
fry.
the concept behind the,
Yeah.
the parang mas contemporary sisig?
It's good that we talked about like the authenticity part because si Manam usually, I mean, we hosted kasi foreign office mates of mine last Feb. And then when I asked them, saan kayo kumain? Siyempre Tagalog. Sabi, where did you,
Yung
where
mga dinala niya dito, oy, kabayan!
Saan kayo kumain? Sabi ko, where did you eat? That restaurant where all foreigners go to. And I was like, Manam? And they're like, yeah, that one. So it's already the foreigner restaurant for Filipino food. And now that we're looking at it, it's not authentic in terms of like the ordinance definition of what sisig is. In terms of like being Filipino and authenticity, parang how do you guys feel about that Manam is the representation of being Filipino in food?
Well, you know
Now.
my feelings about it. I really don't consider the food as the authentic. Pero, my thing is, I understand that the way they present food is more palatable to a foreign audience versus if papakitaan mo sila ng authentic sisig agad na parang it has brain, this is pig face, this is, and the owner, and the parang person who thought of this was murdered, di ba? Parang versus if you give them the crunchy, the bright, as Pami has mentioned, it's a good gateway for them to start exploring more of the more authentic versions of Filipino food.
But you know, that's also one of my gripes in Filipino cuisine, right? Parang when I visited other siblings, Southeast Asian countries, the street food, kunwari Vietnam, sin pho, Dito, parang pagpunta akong karinderya sa kanto, hotdog. 'Di ba? Sa utak ko, like, where can I actually find, like in Manila ha, I'm being Manila-centric here, sorry. Parang every time I host foreign friends, I don't know where to bring them that's not Manam. So, it just hurts me.
Okay. I think that's very Manila nga. I saw from a video, I think it was Erwan's vlog, where they showcase the Laguna cuisine, where a person there who was cooking for them made a specialized dish kahit sila may-ari ng restaurant, because they made a very good point na the food that we serve, I think specifically for Laguna, the food that we serve are things that you would cook in the house. These are things that would not sell. These are things that you wouldn't put on a restaurant, because parang Filipino cooking is always anchored on ano ba yung sinuserve sa bahay, ano bang homey. And I think that's part of the hospitality culture, na parang when you invite someone, you prepare for them rather than taking them somewhere outside.
Actually,
Ganda nun.
there's one time na parang someone told me a story na kasi we have a Thai office, right? So there were a few Philippine office mates who went to Thailand and they wanted to eat mango sticky rice. Like that's what they really, because like Thailand, parang
Mango sticky
medyo
rice.
that's the synonym.
Sure
of it.
kang hindi ikaw yung
That's not me,
want to
because-
eat mango sticky
Because
rice.
in this story, our Thai office mates were like, parang bringing them around, but to different places, like, and not really looking for the Thai sticky rice. Unlike, I think when we went,
We were looking
medyo
for it.
adamant ako na
Oo.
we will try kahit hindi season.
Yeah.
Only to learn na actually mango sticky rice is actually like something made at home. Our Thai teammates, or at least what was told to me, is that they don't think of it as something they will want to eat outside, because it's actually something that's served at home. So for them, it's like, it's normal because I eat it at home. So, but you're my guest. I will show you to like a restaurant. Like here, you can only get this. So it's quite interesting. I mean, quite similar also to what you shared na, when it's taking someone out, especially someone who's not from the same place, it's really like best foot forward, diba?
Correct.
Shocks. Ang ganda kasi sobrang gandang transition yung sa topic.
Correct.
Kasi yung inside and outside personality mo, 'di ba? Parang you mentioned like this is what we serve at home. This is who we truly are, versus like I'll put my best foot forward externally. Can you walk us through like why we chose sisig and how it intersects with life?
Sisig, as we have talked about, we're talking about authenticity, and we're specifically talking about the struggle for authenticity, especially in the digital age where everything can be canceled and everything can be fabricated. Has your idea of being authentic evolved through time, or is it something that has remained the same regardless of your age or phase in life? And I think like a relevant follow-up question to it would be, do you think there's a change on how easy it is or how difficult it has been to be authentic now that it's the digital age versus back then?
Napaka-Miss Universe naman nito.
Yes. After nating magmukbang ng sisig, pahihirapan ko na naman
Kailangan
kayo
natin
ulit.
Kasi busog na eh.
Oo,
So,
busog na kayo. So,
okay.
dapat ngayon, pag-usapan na natin the hard questions.
Feeling ko the big difference between how I viewed authenticity before versus now is being unapologetically me before, na ina-announce ko sa world na I'm this. I'm not your typical person. Parang sinashove ko in people's faces yung being me. Whereas now, it's just like, I'll just do my own thing. No one needs to know about it. And which is weird because I grew up na kakastart pa lang ng social media. Facebook was still treated like a personal blog kind of situation. And then eventually, for some reason, my personal blogs became viral on Facebook. Tas
As a celebrity.
As a celebrity?
no, as a random parang algorithm ng Facebook kind of thing na parang, wait, I didn't want 5,000 people to know about this. I thought it was just
What was your content in your blog?
stuff about my life. As in, painfully personal things.
As in parang vlog but written.
Oh,
Parang day in a life.
as in personal.
So you mean diary?
As in
Oo.
diary talaga.
Diary but online.
No, because before, di ba? Before Facebook, there was Blogspot or something.
Yeah, live
Ayaw
journal.
banggitin yung
Journal.
Friendster.
Yeah.
Okay, interview.
Huwag tayo, Friendster, MySpace. Pero kasi, it social media before was very personal.
Mhm.
Right? So it was like, you can talk about your struggles in life. You can even have a parang anonymity also if you like, na meron kang branding in your blog and just talk about real shit. And no one will judge you for it. Or if they do, you're not gonna be canceled.
Parang yung sa Twitter dati na i-update mo na, kumakain na ako.
Oh, ganyan.
Yeah.
Exactly. Parang, wow, sarap na orange juice ko.
Oo,
Ganyan.
ganun.
Pero parang, for some reason, in around 2016 ba yun, na magpo-post ako ng something. Dati, like, 3-4 people will comment, will talk to each, as in, nagchat-chat pa nga kami sa comments nun eh. For some reason, biglang parami yung mga likes, as in, algorithm-wise. Na strangers na yung magko-comment na parang, bobo mo kasi eh. Parang gano'n,
Ay,
parang,
may bashers ka na noon.
sabi ko parang, oh no. Oh no, it's different now. Kasi yun yung nagsastart na magka-Facebook ads, magka-Facebook ganyan.
Wala nang Pet Society.
Wala nang ganon.
Wala
parang
nang Farmville.
It was shifting into a thing where, okay, it's not as personal anymore. You're gonna have to like tone down, watch what you're talking
Magkaka-second
about.
account ka na sa
May
Facebook.
Finsta ka na, as
Oo.
the
I actually
kids call it.
I actually do have a
Finsta.
I grew up from, it can be your personal thing to like, oh no, I have to present myself a certain way. So I retreated.
Okay.
Nag-close ako ng lahat accounts ko, private ko lahat.
When you say na parang you retreated and you need to present yourself a certain way, do you think you're being inauthentic to yourself when you started doing that?
No, because I just chose the people who I will show myself to. I shifted my mindset to people who don't know me personally, need to know things about me.
Parang privacy settings.
Yeah,
mga
naka-privacy
ganun.
Only me.
settings.
Only me, oo.
How about you guys?
I guess like, yeah, yung mga live journal, ganyan. But I think it was more on to get information, but not necessarily to post
share.
things. I am a chronically late poster. I also, I guess I just don't, I think that's always just been me. Like, parang when I look back at like my old like IG posts, parang, I'm like, ba't ang daming gaps? What did I do in my life before? Mga ganon. Like, so not a lot of pictures then. So I think it's more of like to post to parang remember, but not necessarily to like, oh, I have to update people. Kasi nga, I can't be bothered to post nga eh. Parang, so I think that's why like, funnily enough, like Brad and I were talking about it na my Facebook algorithm is like so sensitive, like Facebook IG, like if I search for something,
Yun na yun.
parang
Flood na.
it will immediately appear kasi I think my algorithm knows that
Naririnig ka
parang
niya.
I actually have like different topics. Like parang I switch, like I see a topic, I will read it and then move on. So I think parang that's just my algorithm. It like, it's just parang my profile sometimes is like, I think an American person. I get hit by like American ads but then I don't live there, diba? I don't go there. So it's like medyo weird. But yun nga, like I think like posting online, I don't do much.
So, di ka nausuhan kahit before, nung bagets-bagets?
No, I actually use
mga blog?
I use live journal to actually read about celebrity gossip. Oh no, they didn't. Ayun.
Sobrang gets.
So it's really more for like reading. And even so parang like if you look at my account, Facebook, there's like really nothing except greetings every year.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. The second one is like for IG. My IG is also private. So parang I think because it's private, like I'm okay to post things. Parang I don't really think about it. And then like I have my public IGs, like yun nga, like Pami's Baon. But it's more of like, well, it's just food. Diba? Parang people can know the recipe. Don't mind. For the others, like more business accounts. Sometimes I forget to reshare our own content. So parang I feel like the social media, it's really more for me to just know stuff. Not necessarily for me to parang present also.
So I assume it's because you really connect with people outside social media, right?
Loner lang ako.
Kasi
Yeah.
good question kasi I was thinking kasi parang growing up when the social media started, there was a certain pressure from the society to present yourself a certain way nga, and you feel like that was you being authentic by showing the world who you are.
Yung sa MySpace, diba? Yung mga
Oo.
pampipili ka ng, tama ba? Diba may ganun yung mga ilan friends
Hindi ako
ba?
nag-MySpace.
Hindi na ako
sorry.
nag-MySpace
Hanggang
eh.
Friendster ako
Oh
eh.
my gosh, my MySpace was designed beautifully.
Friendster yung ano ko. Pero yun nga, parang since you didn't have that kind of pressure, parang what was your concept of showing authenticity and like being true to yourself? Was it just through how you interact outside of social media with
I think it's
people?
really, parang the interaction or like using that to interact. So parang more of like chats. I mean, sa IG, diba, yung mga messages, diba, inside. Similarly, I don't think I reply to comment. Like, yung mga posts, diba, may uso yan yung mga sometimes you see sa timeline, diba? Like, 7 years ago na to. Diba? Yung, parang, my Facebook has no memories also.
Oo nga, walang nga anything sa Facebook mo eh. Oo, para kang parang spam lang. Parang bot lang na profile.
Pwede ko nang ibenta
Oo.
yung profile. Nainggit nga ako minsan, wala akong ma-share.
I was actually thinking about it. Now parang hindi lang siya natural. Well, I active effort ako ngayon to document my child's growing up. But it's like, active effort siya. Hindi siya yung maglalabas lang ako ng phone to take pictures. Unlike people na ready palagi yung cam. I think, Pammy, from what I'm hearing, it's not second nature to you to just document stuff.
Yeah, I think you're right. Parang the other day, I was thinking, alam mo yung uso before, diba? Parang may phone ka, tapos picture, yung bago, like before the smartphone, so yung mga picture ka lang, like on those VGA cameras,
Yeah.
diba? Na parang now I'm thinking about it, nasa na ba yung mga pictures na yun? Diba? I mean, with smartphones then now, it's like,
It's on the cloud kasi.
like it's on the cloud. And then, I mean, that's why I'm hesitant to move outside of an iPhone. Kasi nga,
Your iCloud.
Because it's all there. So parang when you get a new phone, parang bit-bit mo lahat.
Gets.
So it's like, okay, at least I know my pictures from X years are here. So that if I want to look back, parang it's there. Kasi if not, parang where else, diba? Like we don't print photos anymore. I mean, like the olden times, diba? So parang, that's what I think na parang, okay, at least I have like memories on my phone that I can kind of go back to. Pero you're right, it's like active na parang, ay, like dito. Or you see it on like, alam mo yung group chat and then you'll have to save the photo on your phone. Kasi ayaw mo naman automatic kasi maubos yung
actually
space.
ask people to like, hey, if you have pictures, please send them to me. And then I save it.
Yeah. Diba?
Very nanay.
Oo, kasi parang hindi ako, I always forget. Like, I went out of town this weekend and I barely had pictures.
Yeah, oo. May mga trips din ako parang, ay, ito lang.
Parang what I'm hearing, Pamela, though, is that you did document it. What's not second nature, rather, is the posting and the sharing. Is it because you didn't find the need for others to know about it? Or you were just more protective of like what you share?
I think it's a combination of the two. Do people really need to know? No. I think being protective, it's more of like, well, I think that's where the privacy part comes in. Kasi nga, it's locked eh. If people add me, it's like, how do I know you? Diba? Parang, okay, if, like, you know, you're the friend of parang my husband, okay, kasi parang, that's okay. Kasi like, you know, kahit pa paano, medyo kilala naman kita through my husband. But yung mga smart random accounts.
Oo, na biglang
diba?
mag-a-add
Add
sa'yo.
Parang,
or malayong ka mag-anak na hindi
reject,
mo naman kilala.
Reject. I kind of also am naturally inclined to keep the list small din. What about you, Ka?
I think it's a little similar to Billy, but less in social media. Matagal ako bago na usuhan ng social media in a sense na nung time kasi nga, either you have a smartphone or you have a laptop so you can keep it updated. I didn't have all of those. Parang nagkaroon ako ng smartphone, working na ako. Tapos, nagkaroon ako ng laptop last year. First time ko nag-laptop last year. Pairam pa ng tito ko. Yun. Hindi siya masyadong accessible to me. But I think my concept of like showing my authenticity started when I found out that I like to write. Tapos, it was more of, parang I realized that I wanted to move away into the, ang first version ko kasi of writing was like in school, of course. And then it was creative writing, creating stories, ganyan. But then I realized na parang I liked the habit of storytelling ng something na parang creative non-fiction rather than a fiction storytelling. So, nausuhan ako ng blog. Pero parang I would do it. And it's an interesting thing kasi parang kasama siya sa requirement sa isang college class ko. Parang sa IT class, you're asked to create a blog, you update it, tapos yun yung babasahin ng teacher mo just to parang check if you're
IT
updating.
IT talaga, no?
Oo, kasama sa IT, parang blogspot yung parang kasama rin siya sa check-in niya, ganyan. And I really enjoyed writing on that. Tapos yun, may konting audience siya Pero, hindi naman siya yung very personal. Parang more on creative yung sinusulat ko. I would tell a story about my day, for example, or something personal, but in a more creative storytelling manner. So, parang yun yung version ko of being, parang showing my authentic side to the people. But, sa social media, parang very recent lang ako nagka-IG, ganon. Because I've always hated the thought of parang sobrang curated naman. Back then, di ba, yung IG, parang sobrang curated ng lahat na nandun. Parang pinsan pag nakikita ko yung friends ko, parang, ito yung post mo, hindi mo ganun yung totoong buhay mo eh. No, hindi pa uso yung IG stories.
Yeah.
Di ba dati parang posts pa lang. Parang iniisip ko, bakit ganito yung, ang picture perfect masyado nandyan? Feeling ko hindi siya totoo, parang ang fake niya. Nag-install lang ako because I wanted to connect with people because it has started to shift na less people have Facebook and more people has Instagram. So yun. Pero dumating din ako dun sa point na parang, okay, I have to clean up my digital trail. Parang I archived my blogs and all. Not because nahihiya ako sa content na shinare ko, na parang hindi mo na dapat malaman to, but more on, shucks, hindi pa masyadong magaling yung pagkakasulat ko sa time na yan. Parang feeling ko na-grow na ako as a writer. Nakasave siya sa akin.
Okay,
Like, I have them,
okay.
I have the write-ups. Pero parang alam kong, hindi ko na, parang medyo
This
pangit
does not
yung
reflect my
pagkakasulat
current
ko.
talent.
Correct. Parang, I have grown. I don't want people seeing this. So, yun. Tsaka yung mga lumang picture sa Facebook na parang, medyo ano pa ako dito, pwede pa akong isali sa feeding program dito. Hindi natin to sa mga makikita ng mga tao.
Ang ganda na mayroong point of purging. Kailan yun? Kailan ka nag-purge?
Feeling ko parang pandemic to post-pandemic. Kasi parang doon ako nag-start bumalik sa pagsusulat ng mga stuff na for myself lang. I remembered na I wrote a lot of stuff back then. Balikan ko nga. Tapos doon ko na naramdaman yung cringe na, pangit nito.
Tago ko na.
Delete na natin to. Ganon.
Kala ko pa naman pag uwi ko, google ko yung mga, ano kayo
Hindi mo na siya mag-google,
ganyan.
nalinis ko na siya.
Nag-purge din ako pero hindi ng content, ng tao.
Ah.
Kasi sobrang public talaga, as in, I really treated it like, I'm a blogger talaga.
Hirap talaga maging artista, Billy.
Parang ano ba yan, yung mga vlogger ngayon na iniimbitahan sa Senado?
Ganong klaseng blogger pala.
Ganun pala.
Sobrang blogger.
Alam ko,
type.
vlogger yung para magkakabazar, tapos i-invite si Billy na ibenta yung mga gamit niya.
Live selling.
Live selling.
Ibang klaseng, ganun na pala vlogger ngayon, hindi na ako updated. Yung time na yun talaga, feel ko nagkikwento ko ng buhay ko, ganyan. Pero binabasa siya ng mga people na parang, ayoko ng opinion. Sa Twitter, as in, sobrang talagang kalat ko. As in, sobrang kalat ko talaga.
Kasi Twitter yun eh.
Oo. So, parang, that time, as in, ilang beses nag-trend yung Twitter ko.
Wow.
For both the good and the bad. Andun pa rin siya.
Mag-google pa namin.
Nag-private na ako ng Twitter. So
makakakuha ka ng invite request from us.
as in, umabot siya sa Rappler kinda stuff.
Oh my God.
So, as in, sobrang mga nire-regret kong things kasi masyado nga akong pa-authentic. As in,
Yung pa-authentic, naging pa-utot na.
pa-autot. Pa-authentic. I really thought that being unapologetically me with my opinions as a non-formed frontal lobe person was a good thing. That I was just saying my truth or whatever.
Parang, this is my opinion.
This is my opinion. Whatever. It's so gross. So gross. Feeling ko talaga ng time na yun, yung mga pinaglalaban ko as in, yeah.
Gina.
Oo.
Interesting sabi kasi the next thing I wanted to discuss is how do you interact with the digital space before and now? Does it matter to you kung parang yung authenticity ng media that you consume now?
That's a great question. Diba nag-purge ako? Nag-purge ako kasi I got a death threat. I got a death threat kasi nung
Ang daming pasabog ng episode na to.
pumutok yung bulkan Taal. Sabi ko, guys, so
Wait, kailangan ko pa ihanda yung sarili ko sa...
Wait lang, when did you say this? As in, noong 2020 ba?
Kailangan ba nating
Feb
mag-disclaimers?
2020, ganun,
Oo.
when it was
Yung pagputok kasi ng vulkan, first day ko kasi sa thinking machine.
yes, yun, there. That
Jan 15, 2020.
That time. So I was like, oh guys, puputok na yung bulkan. Tandaan, ang mga aircon, wag gamitin kasi baka ma-suck in yung ash po, baka masira yung aircon nyo.
Oh my God.
May nagalit
Cancel
doon.
ka. Oo.
May nagalit doon. Wag ka nga mag-ano ng misinformation. Mali naman yung pinagsasabi mo, papatayin kita eh.
Akala ko, ang kinagalit niya is more like, ang insensitive naman ng statement na to. Pero,
misinformation
mas
daw siya.
misinformation.
Tas
So, papatayin ka
daw
na niya.
ako. So, parang ko, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with social media. After that, as in, I locked my Twitter. And then apparently, on Twitter, hindi ka pwedeng magtanggal ng followers.
Talaga?
You have to block them first and then unblock them para matanggal sila as followers. I
Automatic
didn't wanna
block.
make a new account kasi nga I wanna keep all the memories of the account. So what I did was,
The good and the bad.
for 3 weeks straight, I was just blocking and unblocking people. Mga 5,000 of them.
Oh my God, how many followers do you have at the
Marami.
time?
So, marami.
Shucks.
Gusto ko yung investment mo in time na...
Well, pandemic naman kasi naka-lockdown siya.
Yeah. Naka-lockdown naman. Yeah.
That's wild.
Block, unblock. So I kept like 300 people from like 5 something. Ayoko na mag-social media. So,
Alam mo bang you could just download your Twitter data and then delete your account after?
parang meron ako emotional attachment
Baka
sa
kasi
kanya.
magka-resurgence. X na din siya ngayon, di ba? Hindi na
Oo.
nga Twitter. So,
Hindi ko na siya ginagamit now, pero parang andun pa rin yung parang shocks, nagkalat ako dito kind of thing. I wanna keep that.
To be fair, hindi naman sobrang kalat nung sinabi mo. Parang I don't think it was...
Marami ako ibang makalat na sinabi.
Pero
prior to
hindi siya
that.
worthy of like a death threat.
Exactly, kaya
My
nga nawirdohan
God.
ako kasi ang dami kong ibang sobrang cancelable takes.
Uy, baka
na hindi
naman
naman
aircon
Papatayin mo ako
technician
for
siya.
a different reason sana.
Oo, di ba? Sana kinancel nila ako.
baka aircon technician kasi siya. So, parang ano ba tong babae na
Sharp
to?
pala siya,
Oo
ganyan.
nga, no. Mali
Oh,
sinasabi
carrier,
mo, papatayin
ganyan.
kita.
Oo. Trabaho ko to.
In terms of your question about, does it matter if people are authentic? I think so. Parang mafe-feel mo naman na siya if it's so curated. I tend to just skip it. And then eventually you're...
Do you unfriend or unfollow
Oh, I
if you
have.
feel like na parang, ay, this is a person who's not authentic and the content they're putting out is inauthentic for me?
I have. Have you unfriended people?
I have also removed. Parang, these posts, what are these? I can't be bothered to read. Or parang, this person is posting too much. I mean, I think it's also an element of what the algorithm is feeding you. Kasi you don't actually see everyone's posts naman eh. Like, it could be na you posted something now. But I'll see it like 5 days from now. I feel it's like you also have to take control of like
Of your feed.
of your feed, diba? Especially with like what gets like I think the worst is sometimes like you get suggested stuff na parang you're like, I just passed by one and then like stop to look at it, like I don't want to see like the same stuff again, diba?
But that's the thing with the algorithm now. It gets so quickly tailored to what they think you like.
Yeah.
But before kasi it would just feed you everything.
Correct. Ngayon parang ang dami na rin kasi nilang data points from us. Interesting na very extreme yung example nung kay Billy. How about you, Pami? How do you interact with your digital space and how do you consume your media?
I think it's still the same, like parang roughly reading. Actually, I don't really like, I don't like posts. I also don't comment on posts. So I actually don't like to leave a digital
I think
trail of
i-unfollow
my-
nyo na po si Pami.
Yeah, so parang if you see a comment from me,
As
medyo
in,
na-move
big deal
ako.
na yun.
Oo.
Oo.
medyo na-move ako. Like, kunwari, parang, happy birthday to ganyan. Ako parang, sige, greet ko na lang siya personally. Or like, or through like a story. Parang, or like, it's like someone story, like, oh, I will just reply. Kasi only you can see it naman eh. Parang, but, it's like, parang, hindi ako yung mga posts, yung mga, for example, may pa-contest, tapos parang tag 3 people. Ako parang, ay, tinag ako. Okay lang.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's funny. There was one time, there was a local pajama brand that had like a contest na parang tag 3 people, follow us on IG, and then you can get a pajama. So Brad was like, sali tayo, what do we have to lose? Ako parang, why?
Pami is like,
Cringe.
everything.
Oo,
That's so
parang,
cringe,
sabi ko
Brad.
parang, why? Sabi niya, well, kasi all he needs pajamas. Like, parang we might win. Diba? Wala namang mawawala. Libre naman. I'm like, alright,
Pami is
I'll
like,
think
I
of,
think we can buy.
oo, parang, okay, parang in my mind, like, okay. Kasi so si Brad, parang type siya, tag siya. Nanalo si Brad.
Ay, maganda mo
Ayun
lang
na,
plot.
ano,
twist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's quite funny because so Brad won, diba? Actually, the owners of that clothing shop are my batchmates in high school, and they know we're like married. Ako yung message, uy, Pami, congrats on winning, ganyan. Where can we send it? Tapos parang sabi ni Brad, ako ang sumali, hindi ikaw.
Bakit ikaw yung minutes?
Oo, bakit ikaw yung message? Ako ba, but I think it's because they thought na parang, it's like probably her husband, like, joined.
Or na baka si Pami yung nag-ask kay Brad na mag-join.
Oo, diba? No, parang sabi ko, why must we answer? Parang, why must we, like, put our...
Parang may certain repulsion ka for social media interactions.
Oo nga.
Yeah, I don't know. Parang I feel kasi it's like, you show talaga. You show, and then parang people can click your account,
Oo
diba?
nga.
And parang sometimes it, like, I think it's because I lurk a lot. So you can kind of also see na parang, that's how much stuff people leave.
Takot ka sa sarili mong multo.
Oo. Parang I
You
guess,
don't wanna be perceived.
yeah, na parang I'm like, why should you know all about me? I don't even know anything about you. So but I think it's because, like, that's my habit na parang, I read stuff like online and stuff. So I see like how people post, parang people post. So you kind of get a sense of who they are din, diba? Even though you're not super close. But then I also think about it like, so what do people know about me? Diba? So
what do you know about
Parang if I am so good at stalking, how much have other people stalked about me?
Yeah, no, parang it's like, it's kind of scary. So that's why I don't really like parang like interacting, posting.
Okay. Parang may ano ka ba? May lihim ka bang second
Oo
life
nga.
na hindi namin
Kaya
alam?
tinatago ka ba, Pami?
Wala naman po.
Meron ka bang tinataguan? May utang ka ba?
may ano ka ba? May warrant ka ba sa ICC?
Oo, actually, na ako, parang nasa safe house pala ako nakatira, yung mga ganon. Yeah, pero I think it's like, I guess siguro natakot din ako, like, growing up, uso yung mga credit card scam, yung mga ganyan, like, because people impersonate, even like credit cards ko, like, I don't get a lot of credit cards. It's always been the same lang. And
Kasi
it's like,
your information.
oo. And then, pero si Brad, before, yung uso sa kanya, lahat ng, kunwari, sir, sign up po kayo, may libreng Celitech. Count me in. Si Brad.
May libre pa ng Celetec, ha?
Ang hilig pala mag-sign up.
Ano. So, mahilig siya mag-sign up. And I'm like,
So, kahit gano'n ka ka-private, Pami, wala kang magagawa kasi naibigay na ng asawa mo lahat ng
Oo.
information.
pero nung time na yun, dating pa lang kami. So, pero parang before his wallet, like, ang daming credit cards. Tapos, he would just sabi niya, kasi
Dahil sa Celetec.
oo, yung mga libreng earphones, libreng ganyan.
That's his authentic self.
Oo, sabi niya, sayang kasi. So, parang, Pero pag dadating na yung ika-cancel ko. Parang, and then? Diba?
I'm so curious na tuloy kasi our stories are coming from the time we transitioned from no social media to social media. But how about people who grew up with social media? I wonder how hard it is for them to present themselves, or do they have to? Next time on Hapag Kwentuhan.
If they make a Finsta that you can't trace to the actual person, even if there are screenshots that get out, you can trace it kung sino yung nagsabi.
Since AI is a thing na, the older generation thinks it's cute.
Oh, and they don't understand that there's repercussions to it.
Yeah.
I get it's helping the corporations, but what are we doing to really save the common folk from the perils of the misuse of AI?